Hey guys, what's up? It's a brand new video, which, really happy about. It's a new Curse Tank Simulator video, and, sadly, Matt, aka Witch Supreme, will not be joining us on this one. At least not commentating, anyways, because, it was just scheduling and stuff, like when they were online, when I was online, just didn't really match up. Well, it's just a shame because we also need Ryan, aka our Peter B. Because for some reason my computer won't let me properly record their voices. Um, and Matt's computer um also couldn't record other people's voices, so we just had to use Ryan. But Ryan wasn't on at the time when me and Matt was, and also there's Matt. So this is the first bit of combat with the Puma, and honestly, I just really love the Puma. Fantastic wheeled vehicle, honestly, in my opinion. And so instead of waiting him to pop back up again, I decided to charge forward, and this was actually a pretty good decision because I ended up killing his loader and commander, and I just end up tipping over here because because the vehicle is unstable because it's a wheeled vehicle in Curse Tank Simulator, especially with such a thin wheelbase, and also somehow that didn't penetrate, and also I went off the edge a bit there. He shot my gunner, so I'm just you know that put problems. It's always annoying when you end up getting hit in the turret and your gunner dies. Luckily he was replaced in time for me to kill him, and so I return up here to get a bit of a vantage point. Now, the reason why this is so separate, like time-wise, from the US gameplay from the World War II setup that I had for that gameplay video, was because I went to Italy and I just wanted to pump out that video really quick. And since between that and me posting this video, there has been a new update that added the secondary weapons and turret fired ATGMs, and I decided to drive off here to just go and attack them. I land that really nicely. Um, so I go up to try to play a bit more aggressively, but little to my knowledge, yeah, you saw it right there on the screen. Yeah, he just went there, and I'm unable to turn fast enough, and he completely destroys me. And I mean, honestly, this game is really fun, even when you get destroyed, because that was the way that like the tanks kind of turn around really fast and drift is fun. Because I'm playing with a friend, which is Matt here. It's fun, especially when you're not trying to be competitive and just trying to play casually like I do. It's very fun. And so I get the Panzer III here, and um, it's not the best. Germany does not have the best medium tanks for this lineup, honestly. It's all quite lackluster, but although I guess that goes for really all the nations, except for the US that had that prototype with the, you know, like, M26 turret on the Sherman with the M26 gun. That was actually pretty good, even though I might not have gotten a kill with it. And I didn't get really kills with several things there. Yeah, no, I was going to try to use a vantage point there. He somehow bounced that shot, but then I noticed that he was going right there. We took out gunner, commander, and fuel tank. This time we make the ammunition yellow and kill his loader. He ends up killing my gunner, which good for him. I go over here to let my gunner get back up and to repair my transmission, which in hindsight was a bad idea because I just drives over here, even though he whiffs that shot. That shot kills him. I could have played a bit more aggressively and maybe killed him faster there. I actually ended up getting his gunner, which was quite nice. That design in this video, for some reason, ends up being pretty good from what I remember. I mean, I recorded 2 other videos, so I might be getting some stuff mixed up. But yeah, no, I like recording these videos. It's very nice. And so now I decided to push across this bridge to try to play a bit more aggressively because I don't just want to wait for him to come to me. And so I actually get the drop on him. Or at least have a chance to. You know, I honestly really like this game, you know. Very fun, pretty, at least decently well balanced. Probably one of the more balanced tank games on Roblox. And it's nice, it's very nice. Actually is basically a War Thunder type game. He ends up only damaging my track because that has only HE rounds because it's the finisher. And for some reason, I go and I shoot right there where it can't penetrate, even though I know that it can't penetrate there. And once again, it doesn't pen. And at this point, I remember he was really starting to panic because, like, oh, I can't do pen. So I set him on fire and kill his commander. And the fire starts to damage some more stuff, and I just finish him off by putting 1 round through there and killing his gunner. You know, but he forgot that the spaced armor really works against, well, the HE rounds and really any chemical penetrating round like Hesh, or really anything that has a light enough fuse to get set off before it ends up going into the tank, which these side skirts do have enough space to do, and the only reason why the track didn't get destroyed was because the round was far enough away. And so here I just set up for an ambush because, you know, I'm just playing casually, so I'm just like, oh, I may as well sit here for a bit, you know. And here I'm just inspecting where that turret, like when my turret got hit. Yeah, no, it was just barely there. I saw him move there, so I prepared to shoot, and I completely whiffed that shot and have it just bounce off there. He has the Panzer III hull. Don't know if that's I think it was, in fact, the base Panzer turret. Somehow, you know, it doesn't actually go through. I don't know why. It should be going through, it's just not, for whatever reason. End up only, you know, injuring his gunner not very severely. This is tanking way more shots than it should for no reason. That should have taken out his track, but for some reason it doesn't. I go over here and I do finish him off with a very nice hit. And you know, hopefully future videos will have better editing. I'm sorry for the intro. I did decide to put music, which personally I think was a better choice. Um, I'm not very good at editing. I might do a video where maybe it's just some highlights from gameplay like, you know, all the other YouTubers have, but personally, I like these. I like making these longer length ones where I don't need to do as much editing because, you know, it's slow effort. And I do like the content. I do care about the content. I completely whiff that shot and somehow once again bounce. I go here. I whiff another shot hitting his left track. Somehow it goes through, but you know it doesn't kill me. That should have really done more damage in my opinion, but didn't fuse properly, so I end up getting killed because of that. Yeah, no. So this actually brings me the opportunity to bring out the Panzer IV. And as you can see there, it does have the long 75 because, you know, it would be not long 75, just 75. The Panther has the long 75, which honestly, I'd really like if they added in the Panther. Personally, I think it'd be a nice choice. Now, in this game where the Panzer IV stuff is better than the Panzer III is in frontal hull protection, although side protection and protection against heat is not as good by far. Even the turret protection is down. It's just frontal protection against APHE rounds is in fact better. But overall, I don't think it has it beat. And here I managed to one-shot him, thankfully, with only hitting orange ammunition, like during his ammunition orange. And so once again, I go and I advance. But instead of just going across the bridge, I decide to go down and take the ramps. Yeah, no, honestly, I just really, really like it. Very fun, very nice. Also, sorry if you can hear stuff in the background throughout this video. This is like my third or fourth time redoing this because, like, my family has either been making a bit too much noise or has just walked in and started talking to me. So unless that happens again, I, won't restart it. So sorry if there is some background noise. And I do get shot there because I did not notice that he was approaching. My breach is gone. And so I decided to smoke there and throw some here and also some right here. So hopefully that way he doesn't find me and kill me immediately. So my gun is back up. I throw some more smoke. And I start repairing my breach. And in hindsight, really just should have sat in the smoke. I don't know how he saw me there or if he took a random shot. And then I realized, oh yeah, he's like behind me. He took a wider route and I ended up getting killed. Just, I didn't have the best positioning because I didn't have good enough information on his positioning. And honestly, for some reason, the Panzer III did way better than the Panzer IV. But now I finally get to bring out the Tiger, which, best tank in the lineup because, it's entirely different tiers and stuff. But, honestly, out of all of the heavy tanks presented, it is the worst. But at least it's better than the British lineup, which doesn't have a heavy tank because there is no Churchill. And honestly, I think I would have really liked a Churchill or a Matilda or a Valentine to use because Britain is pain, which when I upload that video, you will see I do not do well. Yes, spoiler alert, I do not do well. So he rounds that corner. I completely whiff that shot. He takes out my driver. So I'm backing up, waiting for my gun to reload. He decides to take out my loader. However, the gun does actually finally reload, and I put one right into the fuel tanks with the gunner and loader, also being killed. And even though the shot didn't kill him, the fire did, luckily. Because, frankly, the Tiger tank's not that good of a tank at all, and I will say that. I'm not just talking historically, I'm even talking just in video games. A lot of the times the Tiger is not as good as people think it will be. It is one of the tanks, as many people know, both in history and in video games, garners a larger reputation than honestly it deserves. And so once again I go down the ramp, but the opposite one this time, and it's not the fastest, it's in fact the slowest. And so I start going up there with, hopefully being able to go and shoot Matt in the face. However, as soon as he rounds that corner, as I go to take a shot, didn't fuse properly. Really wish it did, but he ends up destroying my gun. And if it fused properly, I would I've killed him. He would be dead. And he fires at my turret, and it bounces off, and I'm trying to repair my gun, and he just drives around. I don't know why I put smoke there. I just felt like it. And then I get shot and I die. I believe he might have shot me in my turret ring, which is, a damn shame. I even took like where it's minimal ammo, only one ammo box, so I decided to go for the Tiger again because, the other stuff is worse except for reload rate and, well, speed, both in traverse and just, going a straight line back and forth. Um, it's something. It's something, that's for damn sure. So I start getting out of spawn, and as you will see in a moment here, right as I turn this corner, I think I'm perfectly safe because I forget. Oh yeah, when I died, saw him driving off, and so what ends up happening is, yeah, he just kind of managed to get me there. Luckily, I was angled towards him, so that shot did bounce, and I remain angled here for the sake of actually trying to stay alive, and I accidentally unangle if I do throw some smoke. And I can see, and I saw his gun barrel there, and I see it again, so I go and I shoot. And I kill him as he was actually trying to charge through the smoke, which, if you don't know, don't charge through smoke. That is not something that you should generally do unless your opponent really, really has a long reload and doesn't have any friends standing by to kill you. So only in very rare cases should you actually charge through smoke, but as a general good rule of thumb, please do not charge through smoke. It is generally a stupid decision. And so now I go and check pen, which is actually worse than the Pershing's gun, which the only reason why the Pershing's gun is tier 6 is because it has a little bit more pen than the Tiger's gun and has a faster reload. Honestly, in my personal opinion, if you're going to put the Tiger's gun in tier 5, make the Pershing's gun tier 5. I know that it would be down tiered, but um, maybe you could introduce a special thing where some guns cannot be down tiered, or like introduce maybe a bit of a scoring system for different guns. Um, Basically, how BR works in War Thunder. There's tanks in different tiers, yeah, and those are like hard separations, but there still are differences in BR, which are more minor differences for slight improvements that might not bring it up a full tier, but are still notable. And so maybe it could be balanced like a 5.5 gun, where when actually in tier 5 and 6 servers, it acts as a tier 5 gun when like actually contributing to the design. But when it's in, uh, but it can't be down tiered. So if somebody does try to down tier it in a design that would normally have the gun actually be down tiered, it just um, doesn't get down tiered, and you're forced to use it at tier 5 6 as the minimum still. So it wouldn't break too much during balancing, and I think this could also be applied to several different guns to just better tweak balancing. I throw smoke there expecting him to like pass through, but he does, and I realize, oh yeah, I could have probably just killed him because now he's down there and shooting me in the back and killing several of my people and disabling or actually not disabling, just lessening the turret rotation. And yeah, I did get stuck there, but him shooting me and the movement of me during my turn and in general how it works just managed to wiggle me free enough to actually be able to move. And I really, really hate the traverse speed on the turret. And so, but I do manage to get a shot off, not a good one, because for some reason this time fused really, really early, only catching him on fire for a little while and killing his loader. I get another bounce somehow, even though I should have died there. And now I'm trying to angle to the best of my ability. And I do in fact end up killing him with actually no, it still really didn't fuse well because the shell didn't actually really explode there as much as it should have. But luckily, I believe these issues are fixed with the new update. And honestly, I really love the new update. All the new tanks and stuff. It was really exciting because now we have the T-35, which brings a lot of hope that there will be actually still multiple gun systems. And they're actually like switched to the cinematic view for a second. And so, I'm just looking around. This is pretty cool. And I was like, hey, I should try killing Matt in this view. But then I just decided, no, that'd be a very, very stupid decision. And I should not do that. So I decided to get out of it. And I see him there, and I managed to perfectly hit a useless shot that should have killed him. However, it does end up actually, doing quite a bit of damage to his ammunition. And I do still remain a 2 match KD, match KD of 2 for him. And honestly, what I really don't like about the Tigers, it's a long reload and really, really slow traverse speed when it comes to moving the turret. So I decide to angle here and I try to get back to repairing. And so he tries to look around and try to shoot me. Of course, he doesn't know how angling works, which is good for me until he finds out, oh yeah, I should probably just do this. So I have to stop and I have to try to survive as long as I can, just to kind of being annoying. Even though I could just die and, spawn in a new one. I don't want to do that. I should be dead. Realistically, I really should be dead. However, I'm not, so that's good. Yeah, no, this duel takes actually quite a bit of time. Just bouncing shots. But for those who care, which I'm guessing is literally nobody, my trip in Italy was actually pretty fun. Yeah, it finally sets me on fire, and it was pretty nice. Pretty nice, liked it. Spent a month there, very very fun. Went hiking in the mountains, rode bikes in the mountains. It was really nice, beautiful, freshest air you will ever breathe. Oh, if for specifics, we did go to the island of Sardinia. If any of you do want to visit, which, as some of you may know, The Little Mermaid was actually filmed there. That's a nice little interesting bit of knowledge. And I finally die. Finally. Because that duel went for way, way, way too long. And I put my little story over, and it was nice. It was really nice. So now I just spawn in another like usual. I'm interested. How many people that actually watch my videos play Curse Tank Simulator? Because I'd actually like to know. So if you do watch my videos, it'd actually be really, really nice if you went down and commented, like maybe just a little comment, just hey, yeah, I play Curse Tank Simulator, and I don't know, maybe like the comment if you also play. Yeah, I actually get a really good shot there, which I'm happy about. I hope you guys are enjoying the video, honestly. It's actually really fun making this content for you guys, and for myself. So, what was that car passing by? Sorry if that came by in the recording. A car just passed by and it decided to randomly revved its engine for a really short while. I decided to take the bridge again, and um, I'm. It's honestly it's kind of painful how slow it is. Really, this tank. But at least its gun is good. At least it has a powerful gun. And the reason why I didn't want to use the King Tiger is because it'd really be overpowered and really wouldn't be great to use. I see him there and I go to shoot him. And I forgot, yeah, also that it blocks that as well. However, that little stupid HE gun is gonna just not really do anything because it gets eaten up by the track again. So here's I'm waiting for my track to repair. He tries getting in a place where he can actually kill me. And I end up firing and destroying his gun by accident. And he just decides to go and drive off the edge as I'm reloading, or at least try. He didn't really succeed at that, as you can see. So I end up getting another kill, which is nice. I end up driving on his corpse, and I actually tried to get off, but I get stuck on there. You can see that he hit me right in the turret twice, and both of those just completely got blocked. He might have been able to kill me if he hit perfectly in the driver's sights. That would actually most likely kill me. I know, but it's nice making these videos. I try to position myself here to just be able to see where he is. And he pops out there, and I end up firing, destroying his left track, getting his second ammunition storage to orange, and yeah. Somehow, I believe that was a ghost shell. Also, said that penetrated, didn't damage anything. Gunner is dead, Fuel Tank 2 is downing, as well as Commander, and he ends up burning to death for a second time in that design. Yeah, I believe that was the same design before that burnt down. So I go here and I'm like, hey, I should go and hide my hull behind this and just wait for him because I'm lazy. And I realize, oh yeah, my hull's peeking out quite a bit there if he brings anything with even a decent gun. I'm gonna die. So I decided to actually get a better one where I am fully protected by the ramp. And so I'm just waiting, letting the time pass. And what's interesting is when you're playing this game, it's really easy to lose people if they if you look away for a second, they could just drive by. And for some reason, I was stupid enough to leave my cover when I shouldn't have. I try to go back, and but he actually starts to push a bit. I shoot again. Should have killed him. Really should have killed him, but only got a fuel tank. I bounce a shot because ankling. And then he goes and decides to drive off as I shoot, even though I knew that was going to be way too late. But just give him something to worry him. So as I'm waiting for that to reload, I drive over to the ramp, and I try to prepare to jump down onto him. And if I hit that shot better, that would have been actually amazing. So this, yeah, barely even damaged my cannon. That time, my cannon is just gone now. For some reason, my track is a bit damaged. Threw smoke there for no reason. Sometimes I do that, and I don't know why. Don't know why he just shot me in the hull, or why he didn't shoot me in the hull. I provided a perfect opportunity, And he has another perfect opportunity to kill me there, but just whiffs the shot. This time I once again throw smoke. And I'm just sitting here praying that he doesn't kill me by the time I repair my gun, but he has hit me in the hull, finally, about time. And so I start dying here with my breech damaged, still somehow, actually, no, not my breech of ammunition. Luckily, that didn't kill me. Kill his gunner. My horizontal drive is heavily damaged and is now out. Cannon and breech are damaged. Gunner is gone, and vertical is not doing hot. Not doing so hot. I really should have fired there. Don't know why I didn't. Don't know why I was trying to have mercy on him right now, but I was, and I, just end up paying for that. But I was playing casually, so it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it's really nice. Really like it. It's a really fun game, especially when playing with friends. If you have some friends to play this with, that's great. If not, enter low tier and please mentor lower tier players because that'd be really nice of you to do, and get them some extra experience. And I don't know why I look over there like if I'm expecting him to actually go there. Yeah, no, I really don't know why I looked over there. So I just go and I drive over there, which is, pretty good. Um, I don't know why I didn't spawn at the other spawn, even though it would have really been way better. That bridge actually provides quite a nice vantage point, and this one doesn't at all provide a good vantage point. But I do decide to try to go around here, and I go and try to pull off some sort of flanking maneuver. Just, trying to frantically look around from. Don't know why I even tried looking there. He is a very mobile player. Likes to move around a lot. So I'm on the hunt. I wish more of my friends played this game so that way I'd have more people to do these videos with. But so far it is just Matt, and I did try to go in that slot there before, as you saw. But of course it just doesn't fit, and it can't get over it. Um, hmm. Spot him, fire, and I, for once, actually managed to get a very, very good shot on the first one. One that honestly does a good amount of damage, even considering the inconsistent damage and the lower damage than the round should actually have for some reason. So now I just decide to go and sit on my side. And then I realize, wait, I'm on my side. And then I decide, I should go. But I just really don't. And I think for once I will actually just stay and sit. So, I sit here looking for good angles. And honestly, if you ever wonder why every single one of these videos are and will be in 3 Fort for the entire World War II setup series and possibly other series in the future, why they're all in 3-4, because 3-4 is the best map. It really is. It is personally my favorite map, and I just spawn over there, so I go to shoot him, and then realize, wait, I can't really do that right now. And so, honestly, 3-4, beautiful map, love it, one of the best. Cafe just didn't include in their map video, which I know that was a long time ago, but man, that was an ass video. And so here I put around right through there, and once again, I always feel like I should explode more, But I do get the driver and gunner. His gunner is back, and so I put a round in that back exit door right next to the ammo, but it does in fact blow up. And yeah, well, that's the end of the video, because I made him rage quit. This, just like how every single video ends, it always ends with him rage quitting. Well, guys, I hope you had an excellent day, and I hope you liked the video. Please leave a like, please continue coming back, and please subscribe. It'd be really nice of you. So, go on and have a beautiful day.